My dear Comte, I got to Vienna several days ago, but there is so much going on in the city that only now I have the time to write a few words. Until I came here, I was convinced that our Paris is a city that teems with life like no other, but what happens in Vienna is beyond imagination. The death of the emperor resulted in everyone who plays any significant role in the empire or in the neighboring countries coming to Vienna and sending their servants to represent their assorted interests. The streets, although similar to ours, are filled with people from all over the world. The city is bursting at the seams, and in such circumstances, it is impossible to avoid fights and duels. The city guard has their hands full. It is better to not leave your quarters at night. Speaking of duels, Master Thibaut d'Anvers himself stayed at the inn where I am staying. I had a friendly chat with him, recalling how at the court of King Louis, he destroyed a dozen court fencing masters who were more than half a century younger than him. During my travels, I also witnessed a mysterious stranger clashing with several imperial soldiers. Mon Dieu, but it was a bloodbath. The stranger went through them like a hot knife through butter. It seemed that he not only wanted to defeat his opponents, but to do it in the most bloody and awe-inspiring way possible. As the butcher passed me and looked at me, I felt as if my blood had frozen in my veins. One could see the darkness in his eyes. I have an overwhelming feeling that his face is familiar to me. I am sure that I've not met him before. I certainly would not forget a similar horror, but maybe I saw his portrait somewhere. You can be certain that readers of the Gazette de France will receive a detailed account of the events here. I will do my best to give them the impression that they themselves participate in these events that are decisive for the fate of Europe. Your humble servant, Alexander Dumas. Swords of Light and Darkness is the expansion to Anno Domini 1666 game. Return to 17th century Vienna and play out an exciting new campaign. Meet new heroes, face the dark forces, and foil their intrigues. It's up to you to decide who will take the imperial throne. Support us at Kickstarter.